Hi everyone, I am Taghi Ghassemi, PhD student of Systematic Zoology in Shiraz University of Iran. My colleagues, Dr. Rasul Khosravi, we have submitted an article entitled Climate Niche Modeling of Scorpio kruglovi in Iran. This is a picture from this scorpion species, Scorpio kruglovi, in Iran. As you know, scorpions are predatory animals belonging to the Arachnidae, with 20,200 species in the world. The scorpions are distributed globally with the exception of Antarctica and are especially prevalent in tropical and subtropical regions of the world. So far, 18 scorpion families have been reported in the world. Out of these, 4 families have reported from Iran, including Butide, Scorpionidae, Scorpionidae, and Diplocentridae. These families comprise 20 genera encompassing 77 species. And interestingly, 61% of known scorpions are endemic species, meaning they have not been recorded in any country other than Iran. So we have different species of scorpions in Iran. The high degree of endemicity of scorpions in Iran is probably due to the high ecological, biological, and graphical and geographical diversity of this country, which has led to increased niche differentiation and habitat diversity. A country, that means Iran, is geographically located in the transition zone of the 3 Afrotropical, Oriental, and Western Palearctic geographical regions. Okay, about this scorpion species, Scorpio kruglovi. Scorpio kruglovi is one of the species of the tiger scorpions in Iran that has been recorded in 11 provinces so far. In addition to Iran, the distribution range of this species include 7 Asian countries, which are Iraq, Syria, Kuwait, Qatar, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, and Turkey. Okay. The species, this scorpion species, Scorpio kruglovi, was previously a subspecies of Scorpio maurus, which was elevated to a species ranked by Talal and his colleagues in 2015. Although no deaths have been reported from the venom of this species, but its sting is very painful. As a digger scorpion, also it creates different cavities based on climatic and topographic characteristics of the habitat, but usually makes deep cavities in Iran. Okay. As I told before, we have submitted an article entitled Climate Niche Modeling of Scorpio kruglovi in Iran. In this study, we used ENMs to predict the potential distribution range and highly suitable areas for Scorpio kruglovi. To determine limiting factors affecting its distribution in Iran. The standard current climate variables at 30-second spatial resolution were downloaded from the World Climate Database. This database provides 19 bioclimatic variables for 90, 70 to 2000 periods. This bioclimatic variable represents annual trends, seasonality, and limiting environmental factors to different organisms. Also, we used 21 occurrence localities for Scorpio kruglovi collected using a literature review. In this table, you can see the list of occurrence points of Scorpio kruglovi used in our study. And in this map, you can see presence points of Scorpio kruglovi used in our study. And this is an elevation map of Iran, and the areas with high elevation are in brown color, and the areas with low elevation are the areas with high elevation are white, and the areas with low elevation are in brown color. Anyway, this map, as you can see, showing presence points of Scorpio kruglovi used in this study. The graph of area under the receiving operating characteristic ROC curve for Scorpio kruglovi's habitat suitability model. The red training line shows the fit of the model to the training data. The blue testing line indicates the fit of the model to the testing data and is the real test of the model's predictive power. The AUC value for training data set was 0.98, which indicated the excellent discriminative performance of the model in our study. And this is a map of potential distribution of Scorpio kruglovi resulting from the best fitting Maxent model. We used Maxent software to making the potential distribution map of this scorpion species in Iran, and in this map you can see the potential distribution map of Scorpio kruglovi in Iran. In next study, in next picture, you can see the relative importance of climate variables for habitat suitability modeling of Scorpio kruglovi in Iran. As you see, we used 19 bioclimatic variables to building our models using Maxent software. About the relative importance of climate variables for habitat suitability modeling of Scorpio kruglovi, Based on the jackknife test, precipitation of coldest quarter, Bio 19 had the highest percentage contribution and contained the most useful information in the model. And about bioclimatic predictors and their relative importance to model habitat suitability of Scorpio kruglovi in Iran, precipitation of the coldest quarter, precipitation seasonality, and minimum temperature of coldest month collectively had the highest percentage of contribution in building the model. And in this table, you can see bioclimatic predictors and their relative importance to model habitat suitability of Scorpio kruglovi in Iran. Based on the response scales, Scorpio kruglovi prefers some parts of Iran with precipitation of coldest quarter between 110 to 125 millimeters, and this species prefers some parts of Iran with precipitation seasonality less than 75%. And this species prefers some parts of Iran with minimum temperature of coldest months between -7 to -14 centigrade. About our conclusion, the study indicated the ability of maximum entropy method to ecological modeling and distribution analysis of digger scorpions in Iran and used to predict the distribution of species related to disease transmission. The maximum entropy method is promising for the prediction of the potential distribution of scorpions and other species that can be a valuable tool in the planning of species conservation and species distribution. This model can be an effective tool in promoting health, reducing scorpion stings, and for species restoration and conservation planning. In this study, all bioclimatic variables act to contribute positively to habitat suitability modeling and factors affecting the distribution of Scorpio kruglovi in Iran. The southern half of the country is unsuitable for the species occurrence. The results of this study, which predict some ecological features of Scorpio kruglovi for the first time, can be used in conservation programs of this species as one of the valuable biological resources of Iran. Although the distribution range of this species is not limited to Iran, our result can complement future phylogenetic studies. And these are my references. And thank you very much for your attention.